right? So now we're just going to see place of supply. Okay, place of supply in case of services. Okay, so already we have seen goods. Okay, now we're just going to see what place of supply in case of goods. If it talks about place of supply in case of goods, okay, one on the supplier and recipient, section 12 and 13, which is talking about here. Section 12, which is talking about what supplier and recipient both are in India. Okay, where supply is nothing but services. Okay, when it talks about section 13, supply of services. Okay, supply is nothing but services. Okay, supply. Okay, supplier and the recipient both. Okay, that is any one person is located outside India. Any one person is located outside India. So we're just going to determine accordingly. So one by one, one by one. So now we're just going to see section 12. Okay, section 12. Okay, it has various section. Okay, section 12 is nothing but various section. Okay, that is section 12 first. So section 12 and section 13. Okay, section 12 என்ன சொல்றதுன்னா, okay, it is subject to, there is section 12(1) வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, it is subject to what? The above scenarios where the supplier and the recipient both are in India. Okay, they supplying services. They supplying what? Services. Section 12, 13(1) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா same scenario, either supplier or the recipient. Any one person is outside India. Okay, outside India. Number 2 வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா they supplying what? Services. They supplying what? Services. Okay. So these are the two scenarios which is going to see here. Okay, right? Number 2. See, first we'll see section 12. Okay, we're just going to see what? Section 12. Already we have seen section 12(1). So now we're just going to see section 12(2). Okay, 12(2) shall be determined only if, okay, section 12(3) to 12(14) are not applicable. 12(3) to 12(14) is not applicable. Then you have to go by section 12(2). Then you have to go by section 12(2). Same scenario 13(2) also. Okay, if 13(3) to 13(13), okay, is not applicable. Okay, then you have to go to section 12(2), 13(2). Okay, then you have to go to section 13(2). So if this is not applicable, then only you have to go to 12(2), or you have to go to, there is otherwise, there is first you have to see section 12(3) to 12(14). Okay, then only if 12(3) to 12(14) is not satisfied, then you have to come to 12(2). Okay, same scenarios. 13(2), if you see in that, if 13(3) to 13(13) is not satisfied, then only you have to come to 13 what? 13(2). Okay, what is this 12(2)? First we'll see 12(2). First we'll go through 12(2). Okay, then we'll come back to, okay, such scenarios. Okay, right? So 12(2). Okay, if it talks about here, okay, so already we have seen that 12(1) is nothing but both supplier and the recipient both are in India. Both are in India. They supply what? Services. They supply what? Services. They supplying what? Services. Okay, they supplying services, right? So now I am clear with, okay, both are in India, and both are there is the person who is supplying the service, the person, the supplier is serving the supply of services. Okay, now we just going to see one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay, so here first, before going to that, we need to understand, okay, we need to understand the recipient of the services. Okay, we need to understand the recipient of the services. Okay, recipient of the services. Okay, and location of the recipient of services. Okay, location of the recipient of services. Meaning enna, because it is a services, it is not a goods. Goods in the sense we can deliver. We know that it is subject to the, that is destination. Okay, it is subject to what? Destination, or it is subject to the goods. Okay, where it has been actually delivered or something else. Okay, so based on that, the goods will be determined accordingly. The GST will be determined accordingly. In case of services, okay, we have to determine, okay, in the following scenarios. For example, recipient. Okay, now you are all recipient. I am supplying the services. I am supplying from Chennai. You might be in India. There is in Tamil Nadu, in outside Tamil Nadu, whatever the case may be. You can be in such a way. Okay, in such scenarios, first, okay, recipient, you, okay, suppose you have a registered place. You have the registered place. For example, you are registered at Kerala. You are registered at Kerala. Okay, and your registration at Kerala in the sense, then such location is called as what? Place of, that is location of the recipient. Okay, so such place is called as what? Location of the recipient. Location is nothing but the such place of business. Such place of business. Okay, number 2, okay, number 2, okay, if you have fixed establishment, you have what? Fixed establishment. Okay, the recipient has fixed establishment, then location of such fixed establishment. location of such fixed establishment. Next, if you have more than one fixed establishment, more than one fixed establishment. For example, I have in Chennai, I have in Mumbai, I have in Delhi. So I'm providing services to Chennai, I'm providing services to Mumbai, I'm providing services to Delhi. Okay, I have a fixed establishment and register in various places also. See, then each and every places, okay, each and every places will be called as what? Location of the supply. Okay, location of the recipient. Okay, location of the recipient. Okay, so next, if this above thing is not there, okay, then the place of residence. For example, Yomoti is not registered. Okay, Yomoti is not registered. I am getting some online services. Okay, I'm just getting a Zoom app. I'm paid the Zoom app. Okay, where I paid such amount. Okay, where I just getting services. I'm getting services in India. Availing services in India. Okay, my location is in India. The person supplying outside India. So in such cases, okay, whether it is tax, what is my place of supply? Place of supply in Chennai. The person who supply outside India. It is subject to what? Import of services. It is subject to what? Import of services. Okay, he's supplying two services in India. Okay, I'm using the services in India. Okay, then such scenarios is called as what? Import of services. My place is residence here. Okay, I don't have any place of business. I don't have any fixed establishment. Okay, in such cases, this is my place of business, location of recipient. Okay, location of recipient. Okay, this is number one. Number two. Now we're just going to understand location of the supplier. Okay, so location of the supplier. Okay, suppose he have the principal place of business, then the principal place of business is called as what? Such location of business. Okay, such place of business is called as what? Place of, there is location of supplier. Location of supplier. Number two, if you have fixed establishment again, okay, same method. Okay, if you have fixed establishment, location of fixed establishment. Suppose if you have more than one fixed establishment, okay, if you have more than one fixed establishment, okay, then such establishment where it has been such establishment where it has been freeze, okay, that establishment is called as what? Such places. Okay, next, if you don't have any scenarios in the sense, then place of residence. Again, same scenario. Location of supplier. Okay, where there is supplier of services you have, okay, registered, then registered on the principal place of business. Where is not registered, but you have the fixed establishment, such fixed establishment. Where such person does not have fixed establishment, okay, then in such case there is multiple fixed establishment. Each and every place will be called as well such location. Okay, next, number four on the okay, if he doesn't have any fixed establishment, or if he doesn't have any registered, okay, then the place of residence will be called as what? The place of, okay, the location of supplier. The location of supplier. Okay, this is all about recipient of services, location of recipient, location recipient of that is location of, sorry, supplier of services, and location of supplier. Location of supplier. Clear? Right. Now we going through section 12. Which is first we'll understand section 12 2, then we'll go back to all other section. Okay, first we'll understand section 12 2. What is 12 2? Okay, what is 12 2 pathina? Okay, number one, 12 2. Okay, suppose, okay, suppose supply to the registered person. Supply to whom? Registered person. Okay, for example, okay, Murthy also a registered person. Okay, Mr. A also a registered person. Mr. B also a registered person. Mr. A also registered person. Mr. B also registered person. Then place of supply is nothing but, okay, place of B. Okay, because the place of supply is nothing but where the location. Okay, where the place. Okay, the register where the place the registered person being registered. Registered person being registered. For example, A is in Chennai, B is in Kerala, B is registered in Kerala. Then B, there is a location of supply is nothing but B. Okay, the location of supply is nothing but B. B would a registered place. B would a registered place. Okay, such place is called as what? Place of supply. For example, next. For example, okay, I'm providing online services to B. Okay, I'm taking classes in online. Okay, B is the person who is registered in Chennai, and the person who is registered in Kerala, the person who is registered in Mumbai. Okay, so A is registered in Chennai, on B also registered, C also registered. Okay, I'm supplying services to A, as well as I'm supplying services to B, and also supplying services to C. C, B in Kerala, C is in Mumbai. Okay, so in such cases, okay, the place of supply, my location of supply, the location of the supply is nothing but Chennai. Okay, I'm supplying to where? Okay, I'm maybe servicing through here. Okay, taking class from here. But to whom am I servicing? To the registered person. Then the place of supply is nothing but the place of registered person. So I'm supplying to Kerala. I'm supplying to Mumbai. When I supply to Kerala, I have to raise IGST. When I supply to Mumbai, I have to raise IGST because inter-state sale. One person who is just attending from Madurai also, then I have to raise CGST and SGST. Right? If persons are registered, if if the recipient or unregistered, okay, if the supply to a unregistered person, supply to whom? Unregistered person. Okay, supply to unregistered person. In such cases, when I supply to the unregistered person, okay, in such cases, place of supply, shall be determined. Okay, so place of supply can be determined if addresses exist. If addresses exist, for example, I'm providing a services. Okay, the one person from Kerala is giving the address. Okay, this is my address and everything. I have the address of such person. Then the person whose addresses exist, அவன் எந்த அட்ரஸ்ல இருக்கணும் அந்த அட்ரஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி it is determine the place of supply. It is determine the place of supply. For example, he is in Kerala and he just given the address to me. Okay, and given the all these details. Okay, and I can go by this address. Okay, then such place. Okay, what is the place? Place of such person whose address is given. Okay, address in Kerala, in such Kerala would be considered. If address is not given, no address now, then place of, okay, the supplier. Okay, the supplier is in Chennai and he supply the goods, that is the services where the address is not available. Okay, so here he is in Chennai and he will raise CGST and SGST. He will raise what? CGST and SGST. Okay, okay, from this what you understand, Padina, because CGST tax go to the central government, SGST tax go to the state government, IGST tax can be segregated between state tax and central tax. Okay, state government and central government. So for this, determining the allocation of funds between the state government and central government, this is more relevant. Okay, so the government has been taken various measures in this particular scenarios, which has been taken properly. Okay, so the earlier on the VAT is fully by the state government, service tax is fully for the central government, and income tax fully for the central government, excise fully for the central government. Okay, but not like that now. Okay, so it is a different scenarios. This is number one. Number two, okay, so if section 12.2, when it is applicable, when section 12.3 to 12.14, okay, 12.3 to 12.14 is not applied, then 12.2 will apply. So now we are in after, we're just going to see 12.3, 12.4, 12.5, like that we're just going to see. Okay, so next, if you see in here 12.3, okay, 12.3, which is talking about what? Immovable property. Okay, 12.3, which is talking about what? Immovable property. So 12.3 வந்து மூணா பிரிக்கலாம். Okay, 12 clause 3A, 12 clause 3B, 12 clause 3C. Okay, 12 clause 3C. So first வந்து 12 clause 3A பார்க்க போறோம். Okay, 12 clause 3A பார்க்க போறோம். யார் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, what where you are supplying, we are supplying to the immovable property. Okay, so for example, okay, so number one, we'll just see one by one, then we'll understand. Okay, architect. I am doing a architect with the immovable property. Number two, okay, interior decorator. Okay, so Arun Excello giving a, okay, one flat to me. I am doing interior decorator. Okay, I am doing what? Interior decorator of such flats, or some person who is just doing so. Surveyor. Okay, there is a property. Okay, I am just going to survey the land. Okay, the square feet, how much the square feet it was. Okay, number four, engineering services. Okay, I'm doing some such engineering services with regards to such immovable property. Next, right to use. I'm giving a rent, okay, of such immovable property to right to use. Number five, okay, number six, okay, any construction services. Any construction services, okay. So this plus any auxiliary services. Any other auxiliary services, okay. Subject to this and plus any auxiliary services. Okay, எதுக்கு? In with regards to the immovable property. With regards to what? Immovable property. Okay. So to what I'm just going to do, I'm giving to the services to immovable property. Now, if the immovable property is located in India, for example, I am in Chennai. Okay, B is in Mumbai. I'm in Chennai, B is in Mumbai, and B is asking me, Okay, B is asking me to do some architecture services or interior services or service services or engineering services in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad. So place of supply is nothing but Hyderabad. Place of supply is nothing but Hyderabad. Okay, if it is located in India, location in India means what? Okay, place of supply is nothing but location of immovable property. Location of immovable property. Place of supply is nothing but location of immovable property. Suppose it's in Chennai, na, again place of supply where immovable. There is a place of property where in Chennai. Okay, so location of supply where in Chennai. So Chennai to Chennai, you will raise for CGST and SGST. You will raise for CGST and SGST. If it is with regards to the immovable property, it is subject to what? Immovable property, right? Number one. If property, immovable property, okay, immovable property where located, okay, outside India. Immovable property where it is located outside India. Okay, if immovable property were located outside India now, then place of supply is equal nothing but okay location of the recipient. Location of the recipient. Already we have seen the location of the recipient. If you have the register place, that register such place, principal place of business. Okay. Number two, if you have fixed establishment, such fixed establishment. If you have more than one fixed establishment, okay, so such such location of recipient is such fixed establishment. Okay, if doesn't have any about the, anything about this now, then place of residence. Place of residence will be called as what? Place of, that is location of the recipient. Okay, so that will determine the place of supply. That will determine the place of supply. This is subject to section 12(3)(a). This is subject to section 12(2)(3)(a). Next, which is going to see எல்லாமே சேமா தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் சிமிலாரிட்டிஸா தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, இட் இஸ் ஈஸி டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆல்சோ. ஓகே, பட் ஸ்லோவா கொஞ்சம் ஒன் பை ஒன்னா புடிச்சு வந்துருங்க. ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் 12(3)(b). 12(3) what? B. So here again it is also subject by way of immovable property, but by way of lodging and accommodation. By way of lodging and accommodation. By way of lodging and accommodation. In such cases, okay, if I go into hotel, I'm booking to hotel. If I'm going to book in inn, I'm going to book in guest house. Okay, if I'm going to book in homestay. Okay, if you're going to club, etc., etc. Okay, club, etc., etc. In such places, plus any other auxiliary services, any auxiliary services. Okay, same scenarios. Location, there is location of what? Immovable property. Location of immovable property. If it is India, then okay, what? What? Exactly same. Okay, so location of such immovable property, location of immovable property. Okay, for example, I'm booking in Mumbai, Taj. Okay, I'm going directly to over there and just booking over there. Okay, so Taj is supplying services, what? Hotel services. Okay, I'm booking in Taj na. Taj will raise, okay, not based on the recipient. Okay, it is based on the place where it has been located. So he will raise only CGST and SGST bill. He will raise only CGST and SGST bill. Suppose if it is outside India, na, okay, for example, I'm booking in Australia. Okay, I'm booking at Australia. So in such cases, any one person is outside India. Okay, so here we are talking. There is both the persons are in India. We're talking about both the persons are in India. Okay, I'm getting services outside India. Okay, the supplier has a hotel in outside India. Okay, then the location of recipient. I show. Location of recipient. Once again. Location of recipient. Okay, right. Next, this is number 2. So here we need to understand. Yuvamurthy is booking directly go to Taj and booking through such hotel. Okay, and Taj is providing okay hotel services. So Taj will raise. That is Yuvamurthy in Chennai, Taj in Mumbai. Okay, Taj hotel in Mumbai. So when I stay in Taj hotel in Mumbai, na, he will raise CGST SGST bill only. Why? Because it is subject to what? Immovable property. Supply of services, supply yaar matlab Taj Hotel. Services anotna renting of immovable property. If it is renting of immovable property on the it is subject to what? IGST. It is not subject to the place of the recipient. Okay, it is not subject to the place of the recipient. It is place of the location of the property, immovable property. So you will raise for CGST and SGST. I cannot claim input tax credit. I cannot claim what? Input tax credit. So to avoid this, I can do one more scenario. Yomurthy can book through travel agent or any person or any agent. Okay, that agent is booking in Mumbai hotel. Okay, this person in Mumbai, this person in Mumbai na. Okay, so he will raise a bill of IGST because okay, he just giving agenting services. So he will raise IGST, so he can enjoy that IGST. This person will bill to this person, okay, local. So he will raise CGST and SGST. This input also available by this travel agent. Okay, both can be availed accordingly. Clear. For example, I'm booking through ClearTrip. Okay, I'm booking through ClearTrip. ClearTrip is in Mumbai. Okay, so ClearTrip have every places he might be having office. Okay, I'm booking at Mumbai. So he's just booking at Taj Hotel. So ClearTrip raising bill to Y. Okay, and Mumbai there is a Taj Hotel will raise bill to ClearTrip. Taj Hotel will raise bill to ClearTrip. Okay, in such cases, okay, so input tax credit can be availed easily. Okay, this is number two. Okay, in case of immovable property. Number three, in case of immovable property, okay, you're going to book a what? A marriage hall. Okay, you're going to book a marriage hall. Okay, reception. You're going to book for the reception or any functions, cultural functions. Okay, etc., etc. The same scenarios again. It is subject to what? Immovable property. Again, subject to what? Immovable property. Okay, so if it is located in India, located in India, again what? Correct. So located in India and the location of immovable property. So the location of immovable property. So if it is location outside India, immovable property location outside India, then place of recipient. The place of recipient, the location of the recipient. So here it is talking about what? Hotel. Okay, talking about what? Services, construction services and other services. Okay, here it is talking about what? That marriage. Okay, there is a booking mall, etc., etc. In such cases, okay, all such cases, if immovable property located in India, it is subject to what? Okay, such place of immovable property. Such place of immovable property. If it is outside India, okay, outside India, then place of recipient. Place of recipient. Clear? So this is all about what? Say, section 13. Okay, sorry, 12.3. Look, this is all about what? Section 12.3. Now we're just going to see section 12.4. Now we're just going to see section 12.4. So when it talks about 12.4, okay, when it talks about 12.4, so in nature of services, nature of services, restaurant, okay, catering, next in personal grooming, fitness services, okay, next on the beauty treatment, okay, next on the beauty treatment, last on the health services, okay, last on the health services. Okay, so restaurant, catering, personal grooming, okay, fitness services, beauty treatment and health services. Okay, so both the places are in India. Okay, here the location of supply, okay, that is the place of supply. Okay, that is a place of supply. It is subject to the location where it is actually performed. For example, A is a registered person in Chennai. Okay, you want to go to take a beauty treatment. Okay, in Kolkata, you're going to take a beauty treatment in Kolkata. Okay, the person is also registered at Kolkata. Person also registered at Kolkata. Who's supplying services? This person supplies services by way of beauty treatment. Where he is supplying in Kolkata. Okay, the person also gone to Kolkata. So he will raise CGST and SGST only. Okay, even though this person is registered, the recipient is registered, that is irrelevant. Okay, that is irrelevant. Okay, where he actually delivered, that is the place of supply. Okay, number two. So B, okay, is going to where? In okay, he is going to somewhere place. Okay, where? Um, 1 second. Okay, so right. So again, in the topic, A, B. Okay, A is a recipient, okay, B is a supplier of services, okay, B is coming to Chennai, B is coming to Chennai and providing services to A, providing services to A. So B to A, B is in Kolkata, A is in what? Tamil Nadu. Okay, B is in West Bengal and A is in Tamil Nadu. So he providing services to in A. So here B, okay, place of supply, there is a location of supply in Kolkata, place of supply in where he actually services performed. Actually services performed where? In Tamil Nadu. So he will raise what? IGST. He will raise what? IGST. Clear? Same scenarios, okay, if some person who just going to avail catering services in Bangalore, he providing services in Tamil Nadu, okay, that person order from Tamil Nadu, okay, here the supply is in Tamil Nadu, so here it is subject to what? So he has to raise IGST, okay, it is subject to this particular scenario, not this particular scenarios, okay, so it is subject to what? Place of supply, it shall be determined based on the location where is actually performed, location where is actually performed, and location of supplier already determined that it is based on the registered person, based on the registered person. Okay, this is all about section the 12.4. This is all about section 12.4. Clear? So here it is subject to what? Where it is actually performed. Okay, next 12.5. Next is 12.5. Okay, when you're talking about 12.5, okay, when you're talking about 12.5, okay, okay, when you're talking about 12.5, okay, right? 12.5 which is talking about what? Okay, so here, one second. Let's see. Okay, 12.5 which is talking about the services which is subject to what? Training and performance appraisal. Training and performance appraisal. I'm giving a training. Okay, I'm just going to Delhi. I'm giving a training. Okay, so that is one type of services. Okay, I'm giving training through online services. I'm giving training through online services. Then, okay, here, okay, you know that location of the supplier. There is place of location of the supplier. I'm in Chennai. Okay, so you're getting through online services. Okay, suppose if you are a registered person, if you are a registered person now, okay, the place of registered person, okay, the place of registered person, okay, where, okay, where the person has been registered is business, okay, so location of the recipient of services, location of the recipient of services, location of the recipient of services. For example, I am in Chennai, okay, I'm giving classes through online, okay, when I'm giving classes through online, in the sense I'm giving to all persons, okay, I'm giving to all persons. In such cases, if you see in here, okay, so in that cases, I'm just delivering the, okay, they're delivering these services through online. One is in Chennai, one is in Mumbai, one is in Delhi, one is in Kolkata, one is in, okay, Bangalore. Okay, all persons are registered now. Okay, I will raise to Chennai person to Chennai. There is, I will raise CGST or SGST. Mumbai person I will raise what IGST, or Bangalore person I will raise what IGST, and other person like that IGST. Now I'm giving services to unregistered person. Assume that I'm delivering to you. You all are unregistered person now. Then where the, okay, where he supply the services, okay, where he supply the services, where that means what? Look, place of supply is nothing but location where he actually performed, now where I'm performed, I'm performed in Chennai, so it is subject to what? Chennai. I'm raising bill to Chennai. So if you are an unregistered person, I will raise what? CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST. Clear? So if it is registered, then subject to the registered person. If it is unregistered, then it is subject to what? What? It is subject to the where the actually it has been performed. This is all about section 12.5. Okay, next 12.6. Next 12.6. When it talks about 12.6, okay, same scenarios. Okay, right to admission. Another right to admission. Okay, you're going like, okay, cultural place. You're going where? Cultural place. Artist. Okay, where the dance has been performing. Okay, you're going to watch IPL match, sports event, etc., etc. You're going to watch scientific. Okay, and you're going to watch education. Okay, for that you're paying what? Entrance ticket. Any auxiliary services. Any auxiliary services. Okay, so you're going to watch over this. For that you're paying right to admission. Okay, you have to enter a ticket, right to admission ticket. Okay, in such cases, already we have seen that it's in exemption, less than 500 not taxable, more than 500 taxable. Okay, so more than 500 taxable, like that we have seen. So here we just going to understand the place of supply. Place of supply is where actually it has been performed, where actually it has been held. Okay, place of supply is where it is actually held. For example, the program has been held in Chennai. Okay, some person is coming from Mumbai to Chennai and getting the ticket now. He will, that is the this person will raise a ticket only CGST SGST ticket now, not IGST ticket, not IGST. Okay, so here it is subject to what? It is where it is actually performed. For example, number two example, I am in Chennai where the program is conducted in Mumbai now. I will raise what? CGST. Sorry, instead of CGST SGST, I will raise what? IGST. I will raise what? IGST. So this is far important. This is more important. Okay, this is number what? 12.6. Next, if it talks about 12.7, okay, if it talks about what? 12.7, which is subject to what? Cultural, artist, okay, same thing, sporting, okay, and scientific, education, everything. Okay, here by way of organization, by way of organization, okay, I'm providing by way of organizing the event. Okay, I'm not getting the event, I'm getting not getting the right to getting the event, I'm organizing the event, I'm doing some services to such event. Here if I'm supplying to the registered person, if I'm supplying to the registered person, then location of registered person. ப்ரீவியஸா பார்த்தது ரைட் டு அட்மிஷன். ஓகே, இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்கறது வந்து நான் ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்றேன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், டிவிஎஸ் இஸ் ஆஸ்கிங் மீ டு ஆர்கனைஸ் அ ஈவெண்ட், ஓகே, இன் Bangalore. Okay, but TVS has been registered in Chennai. Okay, I am also registered in Chennai. Now I will raise CGST and SGST. If I'm raising, that is, I'm putting some Kalyana Mandapam. Okay, some programming event. Okay, I'm just doing some cultural activities or other activities. I'm organizing the event. Okay, to a unregistered person, marriage function. Okay, marriage function it is subject to the location of the supplier. Location of the sorry. One second. Okay, sorry. Here, if we're just making two scenarios, if I'm making outside India, that event is conducting outside India or in India. Suppose if it is outside India, okay, it is subject to what? Okay, the location of the recipient. The location of the recipient. For example, okay, Anil Ambani asking me to do, okay, so he's under, assume that he's unregistered person. Okay, asking me to do event in Australia. Anil Ambani where is located in Mumbai. So I will raise the based on the location of the recipient, not based on the outside India. Number one. Number two, suppose he is an unregistered person where, okay, such event has been happened in India, then location of such event happened. Location of such event held. For example, Anil Ambani is in Mumbai, but the event happened in Hyderabad. I will raise to Hyderabad CGST and IGST. Suppose Anil Ambani is in Mumbai, but he is asking me to do the event in Chennai, then I will raise CGST and IGST to Anil Ambani. Clear? Because he is an unregistered person. If Anil Ambani is a registered person, then I will raise based on Mumbai. Okay. So even the event happened in Tamil Nadu, okay, I will raise to him by way of, there is place of supply is Mumbai. So there is the location of the supplier is in Chennai. Chennai to Mumbai, he will raise what? Interstate sale. He will raise what? Interstate sale. Clear? This is all about section 12 what? 6. Sorry, 12 7. Okay. Sorry, one second. 12 6. Okay. Sorry, 12 7. Okay. Right. Next. Now we just going to see 12 8. Now we just going to see what? 12 8, because 12 6 under the right way, right by way of admission, 12 7 under the right by way of organization. Now we just going to see 12 8. Okay. Now we just going to see what? 12 8. Okay. Here we'll divide it into two scenarios. Okay. Here, when I'm sending a goods, I'm sending a goods directly, okay, through freight. Okay, through freight. Directly I'm sending a goods through freight. Okay. In such cases, okay, because I'm sending any goods to freight now, I'm in Chennai. Okay, here it is subject to what? Where it is, okay. So one second. Okay, so I'm sending through a freight. if I am sending to a registered person, for example, okay, I am a transporter, okay, in Chennai. This registered person in Delhi, this registered person in Delhi, he asked me to deliver in Hyderabad. In case of registered person, then location of registered person. So I will raise Chennai to Delhi, that is interstate sale, okay, IGST bill, okay, number one. Suppose, assume that the registered person in Chennai and he asked me to deliver to what? In Hyderabad now. Okay, so here Chennai to Chennai, he will raise what? Intra, he will raise for CGST and SGST bill. Okay, so in such cases, even the goods has been delivered in Hyderabad, the transporter will raise the bill, okay, CGST and SGST, subject to the, okay, subject to the reverse charge mechanism provision, okay, subject to the reverse charge mechanism provision. So here, okay, the goods has been delivered where? In Hyderabad, but the registered person where? In Chennai or in such places, that place shall be considered accordingly, right? This is number one. Number two, if this person is an unregistered person, if this person is a unregistered person, if I'm delivering to an unregistered person, then the place where the goods are delivered, where the goods are delivered. So it has been delivered to Hyderabad. So I will raise what? CGST and sorry, I will raise what? IGST. If place of delivery is in Chennai, okay, then I'll raise what? CGST and SGST. Okay, even such person located outside in there is such person is located other than the Tamil Nadu or in Tamil Nadu, whatever case may be, because he's an unregistered person, he cannot claim ITC, and it's no issue on that. Okay, so he will raise what? CGST and SGST bill. Clear, right? So this is all about what? 12.8. This is all about what? 12.8. Right. Next, now we're just going to see section 12.9. Okay, we're just going to see what? Section 12.9. Okay, so 12.9. Okay, passenger, you're traveling by way of passenger transport services. 12.8 by way of what? Goods, transport of goods. 12.9 transport of passengers. Okay, so if the recipient, okay, if the recipient is a registered person now, then location of the registered person. Okay, location of the registered person. If it is an unregistered person now, okay, where, okay, such passenger embarks. Okay, suppose he is embarked at Chennai, Chennai, he is embarked at Mumbai, Mumbai, subject to such scenarios. Okay, so already you know that location of supplier, okay, you know very well, okay, the registered place, okay, but we need to understand the place of supply only. So here, if it is done to the registered person, location of the registered person, if it is not done to the registered person, then it is subject to the where the passengers embarks. Okay, suppose this is number one. He booked in advance. He booked in advance. Okay, still embarks has been not happened. Okay, still embarks has been not happened. Again, if it is to the registered person, again location of registered person. Location of registered person. Okay, suppose if it done to the unregistered persons now. Okay, if it done to the unregistered persons now. Okay, because now it is not, the service has not been available. It has been done in advances. Okay, in such cases, if address is available now, if address is available now. Okay, address is available. Such address is a place of supply. Okay, if address is not available, then okay, where he embarks. Okay, where he sorry, not sorry, location of the supplier. Location of the supplier. Okay, so here it is subject to location of the supplier. In our case, location of the supplier. Okay, in case of transport of passengers, okay, it is going to travel later. Okay, not now. Okay, just booked in advance. Okay, in such cases, given the address, place of such address is called as what? Place of supply. If address is not known, okay, in such cases, then place of what? Place of such supplier. Okay, place of supplier, such supplier is called as what? Place of supply. Okay, it's called as what? Place of supply. This is all about 12.9. This is all about what? 12.9. Right. Now, we're just going to see section 12.10. Section 12.10 okay, any supply of services on board or conveyance. For example, I'm going in a flight. Okay, they're providing some services. Okay, they're giving some services. Okay, in I'm going in some vessels or rail, or whatever the case may be. Okay, I'm traveling by vessels and traveling by train or traveling by aircraft. Okay, So when they're providing any services, in the sense where it has been first scheduled, okay, where it just taken up, okay, where I just, for example, uh, here they're giving some food services, okay, they're giving out food services, okay, Chennai to Mumbai, they're giving food services from Mumbai, then where it has been first scheduled, it has been scheduled at Mumbai, so it is subject to what, Mumbai, it is not on board, it is subject to what, first schedule, okay, point of, that is first schedule of such departure, okay. Sorry, one second, sorry, first schedule point of departure, sorry, first schedule point of departure, okay, where he dispatched actually, okay, where he dispatched, that point shall be considered accordingly, okay. So 1210, which is talking about what, vessel, train or aircraft, where the first schedule of departure, that should be considered for this purpose, okay, right. Next, in case of, okay, now we just going to see 1211, okay, 1211, okay, 1211 with regards to data transfer, okay, data transfer, cable or DTH, okay. So you're enjoying movies now, okay, so watching in TV, in there is in your home, okay, and you have some fixed line, okay, your telephone line, okay, you have postpaid, you have what, postpaid, you have what, prepaid, okay, you have what, prepaid through internet, okay. So when this person, okay, getting availing services and getting a landline services, Airtel, okay, they fixed in my home, okay, fixed in my home, then where it has been installed, location where it is installed, where it is installed. In case of postpaid, okay, I can register, I can, I suppose I have a mobile, I can pay now, I can going to Kerala, I'm paying over there, okay, whatever the scenarios it might be, I'm paying some, such places, okay, in such cases, okay, so here it is subject to what, billing address, it is subject to what, billing address. Prepaid, okay, I'm booking through online, okay, I'm booking through online now, then billing address, online now, billing address. Now I'm just going to shopkeeper, I'm going to shopkeeper where he just putting such services now, then location where it has been sold, I'm going to Airtel office, I'm just recharging my amount, okay, so he given a vouchers where it has been sold, okay. Suppose I'm in Mangalore na Mangalore, Chennai na Chennai, Delhi na Delhi, Mumbai na Mumbai, where I'm just doing such services, that services shall be considered as place of supply. This is all about section 1211. Now we're just going to see 1212. Okay, place of supply subject to 1212. In case of banking, insurance or stock, banking, insurance and stock, where I'm providing services, okay, where I'm providing services, okay, with regards to this particular scenarios. So here, in such cases, okay, in such cases, okay, the place of supply, okay, where address is given, then location of such address, okay, recipient of such address, okay, the records or details are given na, location of such address, okay. If address is not given, okay, then what, location of supplier of services, location of supplier of services, okay, location of supplier of services, because here is not a, it is not based on registered person, not based on unregistered person at all, where you given the address, such address shall be taken accordingly, such address shall be taken accordingly, okay, right. In case of 1213, last service, sorry, 1213, okay, two more services, one is insurance, okay, again here same scenarios, okay, to a registered person now, okay, location of registered person, okay, to any other, to unregistered person now, okay, if records available, okay, then such address, if records not available, okay, then because insurance company பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் records mostly available, so it is subject to what, address of the such recipient, okay, address of the such recipient, CGST or SGST will be determined accordingly, right. Next, advertisement, okay, to government, okay, advertisement to government. For example, now you might be seeing that COVID-19, okay, they're giving a lot of advertisement, okay, in mobile, in online, in in video, in whatever the place may be, okay, it might be given by the state government, or it might be given by the central government, it might be given by the local authority, or it might be given by the any other person, specified person. This is called as what? Specified person. Okay. So in which state? Okay. In which state? Okay. It has been made. Such advertisement has been made. That is called as what? Location of. That is nothing but place of supply. Okay, that is nothing but place of supply. For example, I'm doing advertisement supply in Hyderabad. Okay, that place is called as what? Place of supply. Okay, suppose if you have multiple state, I paid a single amount. Okay, I paid a recipient to in a single amount. Okay, single amount. In such cases, what amount? Okay, if I is doing all services in Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, etc., in the sense, it should be done proportionately. Should be done in proportionately. Okay, central government is asking me to do such services in the sense it should be done in proportionately accordingly. Okay, so this is all about section 13, 14. Sorry, 12, 14. So this is all about import. It is all about what? Services. Okay, the supplier and the recipient both are in India. Okay, supply what? Services. Okay, we have seen what? 13, 14 services. Okay, to simplify this. Okay, to simplify this, 12 to. Okay, when 12 3 to 12 14 are not applicable. 12 3 to 12 14 are not applicable. So 12 2 பொறுத்தீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is two scenarios, very simple. Okay, 12 2 பொறுத்தீங்க. Okay, ஒரு நிமிஷம். Okay, so 12 2 பொறுத்தீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா two scenarios. Okay, so number 1 வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா okay, one second. Right, so if I made to the registered person, okay, 12 2 if I made to the registered person, if I made to the unregistered person. Okay, so the registered person, the location of the registered person. So unregistered person, if address is there, then place of such address. Okay, that address will be determined as the location of supply. If address is not exist, then location of the service provider. Location of the service provider. Okay, that means location of the supplier. Okay, location of the supplier. Okay, this is number 1. Number 2, 12 3. 12 3 talking about our immovable property. I'm not going to in depth. Okay, so immovable property here with regards to the construction services or architect services, design services, etc., with regards to the immovable property is the right to use. Okay, right to use now. I'm going to stay or whatever the case may be. Here again, okay, like mall, etc. Okay, if immovable property in India, okay, in India means okay, the place of immovable property. Okay, if immovable property is outside India, then the place of recipient. Then the place of recipient shall be considered accordingly. Okay, right. Next, number 3. Okay, 12 4 போடுறதுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா okay 12 sorry 12 4 போடுறதுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா if you're doing like restaurant services, catering services, okay, personal grooming, etc., this and all, okay, where the services actually performed, where the services is actually performed. Okay, that is called as what? Place of supply. Next one, 12 5, which is talking about what? Okay, there is services in relation to training and appraisal. Services with relates to the training and appraisal. Okay, here also, okay, if I made to the registered person, then such registered person, location of the registered person. If I not made to the unregistered persons, then okay, it is subject to the where the services actually performed, where the services is actually performed. Okay, next one, right to admission. Okay, right to admission. Okay, here there is a place, that particular place only, either whether it is applying to the registered person or unregistered person. Okay, so here the where the event is actually located, where the event is actually located. Okay, where the event is actually performed. Okay, that is called as what? Place of supply. Next one, this is 12 6. 12 7 I'm organizing the event. I'm organizing the event. Okay, in such cases, I'm just organizing the event. In such cases, okay, so I'm organizing to a registered person or organizing to a unregistered person. If I organize to the registered person, location of the registered person. If I organize to the unregistered person, okay, in such cases where the event is held. Okay, where the event is held. Suppose if the event held outside India, now, Okay, it is subject to the place of recipient. It is subject to the place of recipient. Okay, next. Next one within 12(8) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, it is subject to what? Okay, transport of goods. Okay, I'm just supplying the transport of goods. If it is made by the registered person, then location of the registered person. If it made to the unregistered person, where the goods has been delivered. Okay, where the goods has been delivered. Transport of passengers பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, again registered person and unregistered person. Okay, here two scenarios. Okay, you're going to supply now or you're going to supply later. Okay, if it is going to register person, okay, place of registered person. Okay, if it is supplied to the unregistered person, okay, so if it is supplied to the unregistered person, where the passengers embarks. Okay, where the passengers embarks. Okay, so this is all about, this is what 12(9). Okay, if it is not been there is, if it is, if you're just going to get a services after such point of time now. Okay, if it is going to a registered person, then place of registered person. Okay, if it is subject to the unregistered person, then okay, if address is available, then such address. Okay, if address not available, then location of supplier. Location of what? Supplier. Okay, this is what passengers, goods, etc., etc. Okay, next one, 12(10). Okay, 12(10) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, services by board or conveyance. Okay, services by board or conveyance. Any activities that be serviced by board or conveyance by way of aircraft, vessels, or ship, or okay, the train or motor vehicle. Okay, where the location of first schedule point. Okay, for example, first எங்க இருந்து எடுக்கறாங்களோ that point shall be considered. First schedule point of departure. Okay, shall be considered accordingly. Okay, next one within 12(11). Okay, 12(11), which is talking about what? Telecommunication services. Okay, in case of fixed line, okay, where it has been fixed or installed. Okay, such place. Okay, where if it is like a postpaid, address of the such person. Okay, if it is like if you're doing prepaid now. Okay, if it doing with the shopkeepers now, that shopkeeper place. Okay, where it has been actually renewed, that is vouchered. Okay, if it is paid through internet, then if your address is given, such address shall be considered as a place of supply. Okay, next one is 12(12) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, bankers again வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, if address is given, such address. If address is not given, okay, then the location of the supplier. Okay, insurance is 12(13). Okay, insurance is if it's subject to the registered persons or unregistered persons. Okay, subject to registered persons na, subject to the registered person or address. Unregistered person or address, based on the address. Okay, it has to be given accordingly. 12(14) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, last section 12(14) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, if I make, that is making services to the central government or state government or any other persons in the sense. Okay, if I make in a such state, such state. Okay, if I doing multiple state, multiple state. Okay, it should be done in proportionate basis. It should be done in proportionate basis. This is all about what? Section 12. Okay, with regards to the both the supplier and the recipient in India, and the place of, that is, we are going to determine the place of supply of services. Place of supply of services. Now, we just going to see section 13. Okay, section 13. Section 13 பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, either the supplier or the recipient, anyone is located outside India. Anyone who was located outside India. Anyone is located outside India. Okay, so in such cases, okay, okay, in such cases, okay, in such cases, okay, again same scenario, 13(2), which is subject to 13(3) to 13(13). Okay, 13(3) to 13(13). Okay, if this is not satisfied, then you have to go to 13(2). Okay, if this is not satisfied, then you have to go to section 13(2). What is section 13(2) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, so when it talks about 13(2), okay, so when you're talking about section 13(2), okay, here if you seen that, okay, one second. Location of the service receiver. Location of the service receiver is receiving in the ordinary course of business. Is receiving in the ordinary course of business. Okay, if you receive in the ordinary course of business now, okay, so here, yes, okay, if you receive what? In the ordinary course of business now, okay, then location of such recipient. Location of such recipient. If it is known, okay, if it is known, location of the service provider. Location of the service provider. Okay, so location of the service recipient or location of the service provider. Okay, so suppose if it is just doing ordinary business, now it is subject to this particular scenario. Okay, if location of such recipient is in taxable territory, is in taxable territory. Okay, is in taxable territory, na, then okay, GST will be levied. Okay, suppose no one the service provider in taxable territory, na, then GST will be levied. Meaning enna, okay, I am supplying Mr. A supplying to services, okay, to Mr. B. Okay, Mr. B, okay, is in outside India, is not outside India. Okay, is outside India or not outside India. Okay, so in such cases, once again, um, right, first நம்ம எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துட்டு will just come back to this. Okay, so here நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா in the ordinary course of business, okay, if it is yes in the sense, okay, so location of such recipient, okay, if it is not in the ordinary course of business, then location of the service provider. If they are in taxable territory, na, it is subject to what GST will be levied. If this location service provider is in taxable territory, na, then GST will be levied. If no, na, okay, GST will not be levied. GST will not be levied. Okay, number one. Number two, now we're just going to see one by one, then we'll come back to this particular scenarios. Okay, so 13, there is 13.3. So 13.3, okay, which is talking about what again with regards to the immovable property. Okay, once again, sorry, 13.3 in respect of goods, not immovable property, with regards to goods. Okay, so I have a goods, I have a goods. Okay, I'm sending for repairs and maintenance. I'm sending the goods for repairs and maintenance. Okay, in such cases where any one person is outside India, any one person is outside India, either supplier or the recipient is outside India, where it is actually performed. Okay, for example, goods in Chennai. Okay, the person who is coming from Australia and doing services in Chennai now. Okay, outside India to India, he doing what, the import of services. Okay, so where the goods in India, so it is called as what, import of services. Okay, and GST will be levied. Okay, right. So number one. Number two. Okay, so number two on the okay, it is by way of electronic means. Okay, by way of electronic means. Okay, I'm just doing some services, I'm some laptop problem, I'm doing electronic services where the goods are located, where the goods are located. Okay, from such person is outside India or that person is outside India, when I'm doing services in my laptop to that person, export of services from that person to my laptop, now it is called as what, import of services. Okay, it is subject to what, okay, what, it is subject to what, goods. Okay, providing services outside India or service providing services outside India or to in India. Okay, so this is the scenarios. Okay, so here when GST will be not applicable, when IGST will not be applicable, partner, it has been temporarily transferred for such goods and again it has been returned back such goods now, then GST will not be levied. Okay, GST will not levied on such goods value. Okay, only on the repairs value. For example, I already imported for 1 lakh. Okay, now so I got some problem, I already paid import duty, IGST, etc, etc. Now there is some problem, I sending the goods. Okay, e billing some 20,000 against that. Okay, only for the 20,000 the value shall be determined, not for the 1,20,000. Okay, so this is the scenario, only for the repairs and maintenance he has to determine the bill. Okay, you cannot determine the bill for the full value. Clear? So this is 13.3. Okay, this is all about what, 13.3. Okay, so this is 13.3A. 13.3B பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, if any the supply of the service supply to a individual, okay, service supply to a individual. Okay, in such cases when you supply to the individual, okay, 1 second. Okay, if supplying to the individual, 1 second, right? Now, for example, I am an individual, I'm going for treatment. Okay, I'm going to act or I'm going to do something else in this sense. Okay, for example, some teeth problem, I'm just going to outside India. Some hospital services, I'm going outside India. Okay, in such cases, okay, where I actually performed, that is called as what, location of supply. That is called as what, place of supply. That is called as what? Place of supply. For example, some beautician, okay, so he come, there is, I am registered in Chennai, okay, that person who is just going to supply services also in Chennai now, it is by way of import of services, okay, that is taxable, okay, that is taxable as import of services. Suppose I am an individual, I am going outside India, I am paying outside India, I am availing services outside India, then it is not subject to what? IGST. Okay, I'm getting all services outside India. Okay, so for such individual, it is not taxable in India. Okay, it is not taxable in India. Okay, right. Next, because it is subject to what? Where the services is actually performed. Okay. Next one, Vadina. Okay, in case of immovable property, in case of what? Immovable property, nothing but 12, 13, 4. Section 13, 4. It might be right to use. It might be right to use. It might be construction, or it might be architect, or it might be interior, or it might be real estate, etc., etc. All such services. Okay, where okay, where any person or any one person is outside India now. Okay, it is subject to the where the immovable property. Okay, where the immovable property is located. For example, okay, I am doing a supply of there is I'm doing services to Britley. He's in Australia. His house has been constructed with some Tanjavur style. Okay, so I'm going over there. Okay, I'm just constructing the based on the Tanjavur style. Where the property is located outside India. Where who is the supplier in India? He is doing what? Export of services outside India. Okay, so that is very much okay. That is outside India. For example, some construction person which is coming to India. Okay, he doing the activities which is doing services in the with regards to the immovable property in India. Na, then he is just doing what? Import of services in India. Okay, so I have to it is subject to what? Import of services. Clear? Right. Next, 13.5. Right to admission or organization. Right to admission or organization. Okay, so any one person outside India. So I'm giving by way of cultural. Okay, artist. Okay, sporting. Okay, and education. Okay, conference, fair trade, and etc. Exhibition, etc., etc. Okay, here it is subject to the where the event is organized. Where the event is organized. For example, okay, in your example, there is some person who is outside India. He asking me to do services in Singapore. One show, பண்ண சொல்றான். Okay, or artist show, drama show, whatever the case may be. So here the place of services are outside India. Okay, might be the supplier in India. He is doing all service, such activities outside India. So here the place of supply is nothing but outside India. Okay, clear? Right? This is for right to admission and organization. அங்க நம்ம ரெண்டுத்தையும் தனித்தனியா பார்த்தோம். Right to admission where it is actually performed. Organized பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் அங்க okay, it is subject to what? If it is registered person, subject to the registered person. If it is unregistered person, na, okay, where the event is actually organized. Okay, where it is subject to this organized by the such. Sorry, where the event is actually organized. Okay, such it should be considered. Okay, ரெண்டு முன்னாடி எழுதி பாருங்க, ரீடிங் கொடுங்க, அப்பதான் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ண முடியும். Okay, இது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப important place of supply, right? Next வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, now we are seeing what 13.5. Next one பார்த்தா 13.6. 13.6 பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, 13.3, 13.4, 13.5. Okay, 13.3 வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, which is subject to what? Well, it is subject to what? Goods. Okay, it is subject to what? Immovable property. Here subject to what? Right to admission or organization. Okay, if it is okay, any place. Okay, if it is all places are outside India now. Okay, it is subject to outside India. If any one place in taxable territory now, okay, it is subject to what? Taxable territory. Okay, it is assumed that it is all services has been assumed in taxable territory. If any one place, okay, there is more than one place in taxable territory now, okay, it should be allocated in proportionate basis. For example, they're giving a services. Okay, all services are just doing outside India. Okay, so $1 lakh a building. So everything belongs to outside India. It is subject to what? Export of services. Number two, I'm doing services outside India as well as in India. That means to the same person. Okay, to a same person. You have a branch outside India. It's also having branch in India. So in case I'm doing taxable territory also, then only one taxable territory. So all building this 1 lakh shall be subject to what? This particular taxable territory. Suppose if you have more than one taxable territory, more than one taxable territory, suppose he has in Cochin, he has in Tamil Nadu, okay, it's in Kerala, it's in Tamil Nadu. So here, if you do 25% year, 30% year, okay, and that means what, 2.5 lakhs and 3.5 lakhs. Remaining 4.5 lakhs is just in outside India. So this 4.5 lakhs also shall be proportionate in such turnover basis. The 4.5 lakhs shall be proportionate in turnover basis. Okay. So here, this value of supply shall be determined accordingly. Value of supply shall be determined accordingly. So here, the place of supply is based on the taxable territory. It should be in proportional basis, and it should be allocated accordingly in proportional basis. Clear? So this is all about section 12.6. This is all about section 12.6. Next, if you see section 12.7, okay. Okay, if you see section 12.7, right. So இது வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 12.6, இது வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 12.7. Okay, இது வந்து 12.6, இது 12.7. Okay, 12.6 னா okay, multiple location. Okay, 12.7 na multiple states. Okay, 12.7 is subject to what? Multiple states. Okay, 12.6 வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா multiple location, 12.7 வந்து multiple இது state. For example, Tiruchi, Madurai, everything is in Tamil Nadu only now. No issue. Everything which is going to raise for CGST, IGST bill only, CGST, SGST bill only. If you have Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Delhi, Kolkata, etc., multiple states, it should be proportionate accordingly. It should be proportionate accordingly, right? So this is all about section 12.6 and 12.7. Next, we just going to see 12.8. Okay, next we just going to see what 12.8. So here, if you see, so sorry, 13.6, 13.7, 13.8. Okay, 13.6, 13.7, and 13.8. Okay, if you see 13.8, services provided by the banking company, NBFC, or insurance company, to its account holder. To its what? Account holder, or through intermediaries. Okay, or by intermediaries. Number one by banking. Number two by intermediaries. Number three by hiring of transport. Hiring of transport. Here it is subject to the location of. Okay, it is subject to the location of supplier. Location of supplier. Okay, location of supplier. Okay, so it is subject to what? Location of supplier. One second. Okay, so location of the service provider. Otherwise, okay, location of the service provider. Clear? So when banking company or NBFC or any other okay financial company providing services to the accounting holder, it is subject to what? Service provider. If it is done by the intermediaries, if intermediate services not like travel agent services, intermediate services, agent services, such services, it is subject to what? Place of supply is subject to what? The location of the service provider. Number three, you have services by way of okay hiring or transport, etc. That also it is subject to what? The place of service provider. Okay, place of service provider. This is subject to what? 13.8. Now we just going to see 13.8. Okay, we just going to see one more scenarios. Okay, if transport is outside India. Okay, if transport services is outside India. Okay, one second. Okay, transport services is outside India through an intermediary now, then it is subject to that is through such intermediaries. Okay, so for example, A sending goods to B, okay, directly outside India now. Okay, then the goods is leaving outside India, it is subject to the place where it has been left. Okay, suppose A is asking B, who is a transporter, okay, to deliver the goods outside India, na, it is subject to the intermediaries. It is subject to the intermediaries. If it is gone through intermediaries, na, it is subject to intermediaries. If it's gone through, he is just going directly sending the goods through shipyard, etc., etc. It is goods leaving outside India. It is what goods leaving outside India. Clear? So it is subject to what? Place of destination. Otherwise, it is called a subject to place of destination. It is place of intermediaries. It is subject to a place of intermediaries. Okay. So here it is subject to such scenarios, right? Next. Okay. Next one, 13.10. Okay. So where a passenger, okay, there is passenger of transport of passenger transport services, where a passengers, okay, he leaves from Chennai to, okay, he just to going towards Mumbai, okay, he just going towards Mumbai to New York, okay, just going to from Chennai to Mumbai, Mumbai to New York, okay. So here place of supply it is subject to where it is embarks, okay, where it is embarks actually in Chennai, so that place is called as what, place of supply. For example, Jet Airways, okay, taking from Chennai to New York, okay, then where it is embarked, it's in Chennai, okay. Suppose the person who is coming from New York to towards Mumbai towards Chennai, okay, so where is actually embarks in New York, okay. So where it is actually there is place of supply is actually where in outside India, okay. If the person also outside India, no tax. If the person is in India, in the sense it is like export of services. For example, Jet Airways, okay, there is an airway which has been supplying services, okay, where the service where the Jet Airways is, it's taking the passengers from outside India to in India, okay. In such cases where the passengers embark outside India, okay, where Jet Airways is in India, he doing what, export of services, hence it is not taxable under this particular scenarios. Next, number two, British Airways is registered under UK, okay, he taking passenger from UK to India, okay, where the place of services is in UK, and is just coming to India, okay, from where the passengers embark, it's outside India, so both are it's outside India, hence it is not taxable under GST. It is not taxable under GST. Clear, right? So this is all about what, section 13.10. Next, 13.11, board of conveyance, okay, where the person taking board, where the person what, taking board, okay, then it is subject to what, first scheduled point of conveyance, first scheduled point of conveyance, okay, that should be considered as the place of supply, that should be considered as the place of supply, okay, right. Next one, then 13.12, okay, next one 13.12, okay. So 13.12 பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, so if you are getting through OIDAR services, OIDAR services நம்ம இப்ப பண்ண Zoom அப்படின்றது online database, online information database access and retrieval, okay. So where the person is location outside India or in India, okay, suppose he just எப்படி வந்து பார்த்தா place of supply கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா, for example I am paying by way of debit card in India, my address also in India, okay, my billing address also in India, my office address in India, okay, my IP address in India, okay, my landline is in India, my landline is in India, okay. So on this condition, any two condition if it is satisfied, okay, that will determine the place of supply, that will determine the place of supply, okay. So it is subject to the place of supply, it is if it is satisfy any two condition. For example, okay, I'm just booked this Zoom app, I paid some amount, 1,500, 2,000 something, I just paid some amount, okay. When I paid some amount in the sense, okay, here I registered in India, my place also in India, okay, through paid through debit card, credit card in India. So in such scenarios, when I paid through such scenarios, okay, so here place of supply where I'm doing services in India, so here the person is location outside India, he doing services in India, in the sense I'm getting input of services, I'm getting input of services, okay. So hence it is liable, there is, in such cases you have to go by OIDR provisions, okay, okay, it is whether it is taxable or non-taxable or not, we have to go according to such scenarios, okay, right. So this is all about section 12, sorry 13.13, okay. Suppose in this OIDR, okay, 13.13 பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, if you have double taxation, okay, if you have double taxation in India it is taxable, outside India also in taxable now, it is subject to the GST council, they will be recommended accordingly, okay, this is subject to GST council, it has been recommended accordingly. Clear?